Live from Bristol Motor Speedway in Tennessee, ESPN Speed World presents the NASCAR Winston Cup Food City 500. Rusty Wallace is on top of the point standings by only 54 over his teammate, the defending series champion Jeff Gordon, fourth. And the guy who won on this track last fall in the night race, Dale Jarrett, comes in 10th in the point standings.
Gentlemen, start your engine.
And with that, the cars fire to life. The waiting is almost over for the spectators. They are set for some racing, and so are we. The Everstart Walmart grid. On the pole is Rusty Wallace, his fourth pole here at Bristol, alongside Jeff Gordon, going for 4 straight wins in this event. Row number 2, Terry Labonte with 2 wins at this facility, and Mike Skinner. The third row, Jeff Burton, his best Bristol finish in 8 races, is 4th, and Dale Jarrett, who won here last year. In the 4th row, Bobby Labonte, the winner in Atlanta earlier, and Johnny Benson, 16th in points after missing 1 race. The 5th row is Mark Martin, 5 consecutive Bristol top 5s, and Jeremy Mayfield, his best finish here, a 9th. The 6th row, Greg Sachs, his best start of 98, and Morgan Shepherd subbing for Wally Dallenbach. The 7th row, Kenny Wallace, the pole winner here last August, and Kenny Schrader, who was 6th in the final rundown last August.
On the inside of row 8 is Derek Cope. On the outside, Todd Bodine, 2 Bush wins here. In row 9, subbing for Craven is Randy LaJoy. Jeff Bodine, 5th at Rockingham this year. In row 10, Rick Mass, pole winner at Rockingham, and Brett Bodine. New crew chief, Jerry Kennan, back in row 11. John Andretti on the inside, Kevin LePage, a rookie on the outside. In row 12, Jerry Nadeau, his first time ever to Bristol, and Sterling Marlin. In row 13, Hutch Strickland and Jimmy Spencer. His best finish at Bristol is 4th. In row 14 this afternoon, Kenny Irwin, a rookie, and Ernie Irvin.
And in row 15, we find Ted Musgrave and David Green. Row 16, Robert Presley and Michael Waltrip. Row 17, Kyle Petty and Chad Little. Row 18, Ricky Rudd and Lake Speed. Row 19 is made up of a pair of former champions, Dale Earnhardt and Bill Elliott. Row 20 is Ward Burton and Bobby Hamilton. Row 21, Dick Trickle and Steve Grissom, and Darrell Waltrip in the 43rd position.
Pace car has the field in tow now. They're going to make another lap.
No. They're coming to green right now.
Turning in. And the green flag waves. The Food City 500 is underway.
This is Randy LaJoy's car. On top of his car is roof cameras. We watch Todd Bodine trying to work his way back. Now back to the rear bumper of the Briggs and Stratton on board Todd Bodine's car.
Oh, we have some cars getting all mixed up there in the second turn. They're sliding around, but everybody keeps it straight. David Green lost a lot of positions, though, as his car got out of control. Everybody's okay, though.
And here's trouble off of turn 4. Jerry Nadeau spins around.
He keeps going, and Lake Speed hits the inside pit wall, and that's going to cause the caution.
Still inside.
Turn 2, there was a big mix-up. Here that is.
Something happened up front, and John Andretti tried to stop to avoid that, and behind him, that was a near wreck. The cars get around to the front stretch, and there on the inside of Jerry Nadeau, I guess, is Kenny Irwin. Is that not Irwin, Ned? Looks like him. Makes some contact off the corner. Around goes Nadeau. Now he spins around, does a 360, nails that gasoline to keep it off the wall. And behind, someone no doubt will run in the back of, I guess Lake Speed was just trying to dodge somebody. And boom, just touched the wall with the left front.
So 2 of the rookie contenders get tangled up and cause a problem here on the main stretch. There's the contact between Kenny Irwin and Jerry Nadeau, sending Nadeau's car into a full 360. And then others getting tagged behind, and Lake Speed into the wall. Here's the first Plus Financial on board.
He does a a great job.
That was unbelievable.
Welcome back to Bristol and the Food City 500. We have a new leader. Terry Labonte has gotten the lead from Rusty Wallace. In fact,
Spin over here. Jerry Nadeau again coming off of turn 4.
and he's damaged that car extensively.
He was fortunate the first time, Bob. He didn't hit anything, but this time he did.
Hit the front.
Yeah, he's broken the radiator and maybe the oil cooler.
Putting Rusty back to third. We're on board with Jerry Nadeau. We'll see what happened. Well, that first 360 he did down here on the straightaway, he didn't hit anything. 51 laps are completed. Labonte leads over Gordon Burton, and we haven't crashed.
Ted Musgrave and Ricky Rudd are going around. That's on the backstretch.
Okay.
Todd Bodine is the other car involved besides Musgrave.
I'm sorry, that was Todd Bodine, not Ricky Rudd. I looked up and saw that orange car and thought it was Rudd.
To
I'm
the
sorry.
Tabasco
Come on, fellas.
Grand
Left side.
Prix of Todd Bodine, and there's also damage to Ted Musgrave's car.
How in the world did he get the hood bent? He must have driven under Ted Musgrave's
Back it
car.
up. Get the 400 there.
Todd's pit is the first one off of turn 4, and he's already gone in there for repair work. Here's a replay.
Okay, the orange car in front there is Todd Bodine, and here comes Musgrave. They make contact right there. And Todd spins around, and then, yeah, Musgrave just runs right up over the left front of the Todd Bodine car.
Wow.
Well, we're going to be seeing some pit stops here. They all come.
And it happened on lap number 88, and it all started in the backstretch.
These are the cars we're talking about. That's Kenny Irwin on the inside, Steve Grissom on the outside, and going in the corner, it looks like that Irwin trying to get in the corner too hard, and Grissom takes some air off the spoiler. He loses control. When he turned that thing back to the right, Ned, those radial tires hooked up and just sent him right in the wall.
They really did. If he would have had the presence of mind, of course, I know it's hard to think of everything, but if he could have stood on the gas right before it made that right-hand turn, he might could have spun it around like Jerry Nadeau did a little bit earlier.
Ray is with Sterling Marlin.
Jarrett and Robert Presley just got around Ernie Irvin. We got a crash here off turn 4. Steve Grissom up against the wall.
He was running in that big pack of cars that we followed for a while, and he's now up against the outside wall coming onto the front stretch.
You knew something had to happen in that car.
Headed for the pit area. Let's see if we can determine what happened.
Well, he's the white 41 on the outside there. Dick Trickle in the car number 90 touches him just a little bit, doesn't take much, and around he goes and up into the wall, and the leaders are in the pit.
Once again, you can see from the Pennzoil copter cam that this field is under reduced speed. We are under caution again here for another crash, and this one occurring in the Food City 500 on lap number 132.
Go down the corner. It's going to be Greg Sachs, and I'm trying to, there he is, right in front of Morgan Shepherd.
Might have gotten a little bit of help there as they jammed up going into that corner. He spins to the outside, then comes back down across the track. Very fortunate that no one else hit him. There he is going up, tags the wall, and
Kenny Wallace made a bonsai move to the bottom of the track to miss him. Let's ride along with Kenny. The drivers who are running first and second in the point standing.
Oh, and Strickland gets tied one in the corner, and
Kenny Wallace
to him.
broadsided him.
we saw Kenny dodge the car just a moment ago of Greg Sachs. This time he could not dodge Bud Strickland.
Wow, that was hard impact. And the 7th caution flag waves on lap 157.
Well, let's see. Brett Bodine in the white 11 makes a little bit of contact with Hut Strickland, and Hut just can't get her back under control. Finally gets away from him, and around he goes. Other cars go by on the inside. Kenny Wallace sort of pinned up there, but he couldn't go down. He's hoping the 8 car would come down, but it didn't. It came right in front of him.
You're always concerned when you have a bang like that in the driver's car. Watch this when Kenny Wallace is on board.
ESPN. Caution is out once again.
And that's the reason you see the ambulance. There's no tunnel here. It's got to go across the racetrack to get outside. John Kernan, where are they going?
And inside the ambulance is Hut Strickland. You saw the hard crash that he had just a few minutes ago. They've checked him out in the infield care center, loaded him onto a stretcher, put him in the ambulance, taken him to a local hospital for further evaluation. Talked with his crew chief, Jim Long. He said Hut's okay overall, pretty sore. And Jim says he thinks he may have broken his nose, but Jim said that's all he knows about the extent of Hut's
season last year. Jimmy Spencer heads up the racetrack, and here comes Brett Bodine to the inside. Oh, and Musgrave is sideways and stacks up some cars.
He and Kyle Petty touched just a little bit.
Oh, and Kyle's got a flat tire.
He must have cut that tire when he got it beside of him. Tough break. Kyle's running good.
Kyle banged the wall. Caution is coming out.
A tough break for Kyle Petty because he hasn't been running well. He made some contact. And when you do that, Dale Jarrett did it earlier. And you see a little contact there. You snap that valve out of the right front.
Okay, we see Kyle down on the inside of the 16, and they make contact right there. Kyle backs off, lets him get straightened out, but then we'll watch him. Musgrave does get straightened out, go down into the corner, and Kyle's car just simply isn't going to turn. Cut that valve stem right up into the wall. I don't think he hit the wall that hard, though.
Let's see if we can see from this angle. There he goes up and boom. The tire hit the wall, and that's the worst thing to hit.
So for the next 2 or 3 months.
And the Mike Skinner car is spun up in the corner, and caution flag waves.
Well, we had green flag pit stops that perhaps were not too far away. And this will give him the opportunity to come in during caution.
Concern is that Dale Jarrett hurt his car when he ran in the back of Mike Skinner's car. That's the concern that we have as we see John Andretti racing Rusty Wallace back here.
Here's the replay.
The 31 car, he might have been slowing to come in the pits. And there we see Jarrett just clipping in the rear, and he had some damage to the right front of his car. Now it looks like he has the same amount of damage to the left front.
Yeah, well, they come down pit road now. They'll get to check it out.
Slows down. Looks like I think he's going in the pits.
Man. Jeremy Mayfield has been fighting back. He's up to 6th. Mark Martin right behind him in 7th.
And we got trouble off turn 2.
Morgan Shepherd does a 360 and keeps going. The caution comes out. What happened there off corner 2?
It's Morgan Shepherd. There he is coming off the corner. Chad Little and Morgan Shepherd, just a little contact. And Morgan goes around once, goes around again, gets it started in the right direction, puts it in gear, and drives away. Did not hit a thing.
How about that?
Let's see what Mike Skinner was able to see. He's in 7th spot.
Great comeback effort.
And meanwhile, Rusty Wallace is about to get lapped in 15th.
That problem that he has apparently running on 7 cylinders. Well, what a tough break for him.
Bill Weber.
And he is off the lead lap now. As you see, all he did was radio into his crew that the motor broke. That's all he said, the motor broke. Later on, he told him he believed they dropped a cylinder and a half. So he's got a long 80 laps or so to ride out here.
Who's going to win? Who's going to lose this race?
And we have a car up in the wall as Rusty Wallace.
Caution is out. John Andretti ran into the back of Jimmy Spencer as Spencer slowed down as he got the caution flag.
And a tough day for Wallace. His Miller Lite Ford is damaged in the front end after going up and kissing the concrete.
Watch this, folks, as Rusty Wallace goes down the straightaway. And right there, we see something come out of Ricky Rudd's car. And I guess that he's going to run over this. Watch as
there it comes back out.
There it comes out, and Rusty Wallace runs over it with the right front tire. And you say sometimes you got to have a little luck. Folks, that was bad luck. And watch as we go directly into the wall.
Of what happened to Rusty Wallace.
There we see Ricky Rudd. I don't know.
Can't really see what it was, but it sure cut the tire.
We'll do this in real time as we follow Ricky Rudd and listen.
We went green briefly, and then we had another wreck, and it involved a couple of drivers who were in the top 10. Bobby Labonte, as you see, was involved, and so was Chad Little and Mike Skinner. Now we'll take a look at the replays.
Here we see Labonte on the outside, the 18 car on the outside. Going in the corner, there's Mike Skinner. Looks like they make contact, and Skinner gets hit from behind by the 97 car. And now the 18 car is going to, all of a sudden, as the 31 car comes down the racetrack. Oh, there's what 36-degree banks will do for you.
That's right. Look how slick it is. Wow. Here it is from another angle down.
Once again, the green flag, the green car gets tagged from Skinner, and then the 97 in the back of the 31 car. And also the 33 car, I don't know if Schrader was involved or not. He was up there high.
Looks like he pulls up there and maybe stop. He does pull up there and stop.
I give it.
Has to make a square left.
Here's the Mike Skinner's in-car camera.
Spins down the back stretch as we see it, and no caution. But boy, there's so much smoke back there that I don't know how anybody can see through. And Gordon slows down, and there is no caution.
And everybody else is slowing down. The other leaders are slowing down too. The spotters should tell them, come on guys, there is no caution. Now they get the word.
Well, it certainly has allowed Terry Labonte to close in on Jeff Gordon. There was so much smoke in the backstretch. Some of the cars, I think, almost had to stop over there. There was zero visibility.
The cars behind Jimmy Spencer, in fact, some of them did stop because there was. If we take a look, watch as Spencer goes around. He nails that thing, and look at the smoke, folks.
Man.
And there he makes some contact with the 46 car when he gets going again. Okay, now back to live action.
It's the second on that lap by getting caught up in that track. Oh, and Gordon tangles with the, what's it, the 98 car? And they spun around. Let's see, the 98 spun around. Gordon's okay. He kept going.
No caution.
No caution yet.
Now there is.
Wow, caution flag now. Who's going to stop?
Here's the replay.
See, Jeff Gordon's coming up on Greg Sachs. Clips him just a little bit. Cut it a little bit too close. And Sachs spins around down to the inside of the racetrack. It took him a while to get going, and the caution was already out by then. Here it is again, coming up off turn 2. See, Sachs is down out of the way, but Gordon just misjudged it just a little bit, similar to Dale Jarrett hitting Mike Skinner a little bit earlier today.
So what does that do? Well, it closes up the interval once again as the caution waves. It is anybody's race here at Bristol with just a little more than 10 laps to go. We'll be back in a moment. When they come around and hit the line, they'll get the green flag, and there will be 10 laps to go. Several cars at the tail end of the lead lap, namely Schrader and Jeff Burton, came in and got some fresh tires. So this is going to be interesting.
Go, 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 go.
They're all hoping to beat Dick Trickle down in that first turn. Jeff Gordon did. Terry Labonte, he got by him pretty good. Jarrett wasn't held up too much, but Jeff Gordon got a big lead.
Jeremy Mayfield there in 4th place, clears Dick Trickle. Here comes Johnny Benson in 5th. And Presley is up high.
Against the wall. Like the right front tires flat on the Jasper engine car. Tough break for Presley. We see he's pancaked the right side of it. We're running 13th, 1 lap down.
And Rusty Wallace is back out on the racetrack, of course, many laps down, just trying to beat some of those cars that are out of the race. Jeremy Mayfield got very high as he ran in on Dale Jarrett.
And now here comes Dick Trickle back. And also Mark Martin and Jeff Burton all able to get by Jeremy.
And Jeff Burton was one of those drivers that made a pit stop, changed some tires.
So Jeremy Mayfield losing positions plus.
Oh, and he spins. Almost. You see right in front of a lot of cars.
Wow, how
no
in the
caution.
world did
Don't
those
know how
guys-
everybody missed it. Let's see. The caution is not out yet.
He's
Caution
sitting
yet.
there.
NASCAR is looking at it. He's sitting the wrong way. If he was sitting the other way, he might get going, but he's going to have a hard time. And caution, they got in his hand. Is he going to throw it?
yet.
Ooh. He's just trying to get back up on the. Now he's got his car moving.
They're going to stay under green. It looks like Jeremy is moving.
Boy, what a costly situation that was for him. He had taken over the points lead.
Here's a replay.
Here he comes off the corner. That's Ted Musgrave. Underneath him. Oh, and some contact between Musgrave and, oh, he backs up in the fence. And Musgrave looked like he lost a spot to Schrader. Yes, he did. And you're right, guys. I don't know how in the world he stood down between those cars.
Meanwhile, there are only 3 more laps to go. Make that 2.5 laps to go. That incident put Rusty Wallace back in the points lead by 1 single marker. Wow. Rusty is back on there. Look at him. 909 for Rusty and 908 for Mayfield. The points right now.
And Jeff Gordon has a good, comfortable lead with coming around to get the white flag. 1 more lap to go. He's coming up on traffic. But
on Mayfield, and he's already cleared Greg Sachs.
and here's the battle for second place behind him.
Going for 4 straight wins in the Food City 500. Here is Jeff Gordon taking the checkered flag and winning his 4th straight. Terry Labonte second. Dale Jarrett is third. And with that 4th straight win in this race, he ties Darrell Waltrip, who won 4 straight in 81, 82, 83, and 84. Jeff Gordon wins here at Bristol in the Food City 500. We'll be back. Jeff Gordon takes a cold drink of water, winning the Food City 500 here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Down to the McDonald's winner's circle and Bill Weber.
And Jeff Gordon gets the victory kiss from his wife, Brooke, a big hug. And congratulations, our first 2-time winner of 1997, and you had to work for it today, young man.
Oh, boy, I tell you, we sure did. Man, what an awesome team. I tell you what, they deserve all the credit for this one.